Hi my beautiful dreamers, welcome back for another video with your girl Shalinda One. So in this video, I've been getting quite a few emails and messages and private messages about Shalinda, it's a new year, I want to start my hair journey off right. Can you give me some help? Or the one I've gotten probably the most is that Shalinda, I've been on my hair journey for a while now and I'm not seeing anything. Can you please help me? Or how did you overcome your setback? And especially from a lot of you that's been following, been on my channel and following me for a really long time, you guys know what I've been through and the trials and tribulations, the everything. So I want to give you my healthy hair tips of 2013 to length retention. With that comes so much. But believe it or not, I'm just going to wrap it up to about 5 to 6 different tips, because the longer and longer I'm on this journey, the easier and easier it's becoming. So the first one, and this is not in no particular order, it's just how it came to my head. The first one would be cutting your hair. I definitely have been guilty of this, feeling like, and growing up with the myth is your hair won't grow unless you cut it. Your hair won't grow unless you cut it. Well, that's not true. That is not true. What is true is that if you get split ends, your hair strand will continue to break off, which then means that you won't see the length retention when your hair grows. Now that's true, but your hair, as long as you're healthy internally and everything's working well within your system to help produce your hair strands from coming out of your skull, your hair will grow. Different rates, different times, different seasons, all that good stuff, but your hair will grow if everything's okay. So let's just please stop that myth of your hair won't grow unless you cut your hair. That's not true. So I say all that to say, only trim your hair when you really need to trim your hair. I used to, well, at one time in my head, I remember I used to dust my ends on a regular basis, like on a regular basis. I don't do that anymore. Now I work to focus on trying everything I can do to prevent split ends, which prevents me having to cut, trim, and or dust on a regular basis. So know that it's gonna be impossible for you to continue to see length retention if you keep cutting it off. You can't cut off your hair and then expect to see it. It's just not gonna work. So only trim your hair when you really need to, and you'll know when you really need to. When you take up a section of hair and it's completely, like, it's just nowhere near even, not even close, then you may want to, at one point in a year, cut it. I understand, but on a regular basis, weekly, bi-weekly, or even monthly, that's too much. The second thing is something that I talk about all the time, something that I am a testament, I know it works, and that's protective styling. Guys, right now my hair is in a protective style. My hair is up, it's off my shoulders, my ends are tucked in, I'm good. I cannot stress the importance of protective styling. It is just a must to giving your hair an opportunity to relax and an opportunity to grow, basically, without always being fondled and touched and all that stuff. Protective styling, low manipulation styling, oh my god, what's the other one? Covering your hair at night. All those things to help protect your hair are must-haves for 2013. Ponytails, buns, braids, weaves, twists, whatever that will prevent you from touching your hair on a regular basis, whatever prevents the elements from like attacking your hair, your clothes from snagging your hair, you from combing your hair, all those things that possibly can give you a day to 2 without touching your hair is really good. Avoid heat. try your best. And this is what another message to my relaxed sisters. We feel as though if we choose to relax our hair because we choose just to change the texture of our hair, does not necessarily mean that you have to use heat. By far. Actually, our hair being relaxed, it's actually easier when we air dry, because this way we don't have to really worry about trying to get that sleek look if we have such kinky hair. So to my relaxed sisters, only because we choose to chemically alter our hair doesn't mean like we have to ceramically damage our hair either. That means that if you must do it on a monthly basis. Do it once a month. It doesn't have to be an every week or, unfortunately, everyday basis. A lot of you ladies are putting heat in your hair in some type of way, form, or fashion on a daily basis. Now, of course, there's going to be a slim amount of women who are very successful with doing this and have found methods that does not hurt their hair, but on a regular basis, it's just not the most healthiest choice to go through with your hair. If you have to do it once a month. I would strongly suggest every 6 months to a year, to be honest with you, as much as you possibly can, or even 3 months. Just don't feel the need to straighten your hair every day. There's so many protective styles or so many other options to having beautiful hair than to always feeling like we have to flat iron it or straighten it. It's just not that serious. And if you have to use it, then be sure to use a protective a heat protectant in some type of way. Please, 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 please do not apply heat to your hair without a heat protectant. Please. The next thing is very dear to my heart, and that's moisture. I love moisture. Me and moisture have a relationship that we will just be together forever. We love each other. Moisture. The most important thing in moisture is water. I personally have gotten to a point now to where I use water on a daily basis, like every day. Here's my water bottle, and it's mixed with olive oil and there's regular water. Do I still use my moisturizing spritz? Yes, but on a daily basis, I don't feel like going up and down the steps to make sure that I just put this in a refrigerator, stuff like that. This regular water and the oil does everything I need it to. So even if I don't feel like using a moisturizer or a conditioner that particular night to moisturize and seal my hair, I will just take this, shake it up, and spritz my hair, put on my scarf. The next morning my hair is nice and soft. So the most important thing is moisture. Again, to my relaxed ladies, please do not feel like water is the enemy. Water is exactly what our hair needs. I'm not saying get in the shower and drench your hair every day. I'm saying get a water bottle and dampen and spritz your hair. Your hair would love it. It needs it. It thrives for it. It's thirsty for it. You have to give it for us to be able to hold on to that hair strand. Please apply moisture to your hair. Most conditioners and leave-in conditioners, if they're really good products, they actually, the very first ingredient is what? Water. A moisturizer. The very first ingredient, if it's a good product, is water. That's because water is the main thing. So if all those things, the very first ingredient is water, which means that it's most that the product consists mostly of that product, and that's water. Why not get a water bottle and do it yourself? Moisture. Do something. Make sure you deep condition. I personally deep condition once a week. If you find that in your hair world, your hair thrives the most when you deep condition on a 2 weeks or even a monthly basis, then knock yourself out. But that's your hair. You have to find a way to love and understand your hair. But most importantly, deep condition, add leave-ins. All those conditioners and moisturizers, they have ingredients in them to help strengthen and moisturize your hair strand. So it's very important to do that. That's something that we cannot go without. Our hair naturally is dry. Please moisturize your hair. Oh my God, please. Please. The next thing is patience. Guys, when I first started my hair try to make a comparison. Okay, well, I noticed in 2 days that my hair grew. No, it didn't. And even if it did, it's grown so little that you really couldn't even measure it. Patience, guys. Doing the things you know you need to do and then walking away. I understand, like, when we first start this hair journey, we get so excited, so geeked up, like that's what we think about, that's all. But I'm gonna recommend finding another hobby. It's just, it will consume you, and unfortunately you're not able to dictate how fast your hair grows, or even how your hair necessarily will respond to something. So the only way for you to find that all out is through patience. You need to try out a product for at least 2 to 3 weeks before you even see maybe something for your hair to really react to it. That's called patience. And not saying, oh, it didn't make my hair look like hers. Well, your hair is your hair and her hair is her hair. Two different hairs. I'm gonna be honest with you, since I cut my hair, I stopped really like focusing truly on my hair. I did the things I needed to do. I did my technique. I conditioned my hair, I washed my hair, I applied my leave-ins, I did my protective style, and I walked away. Every night I came home, I sprayed my hair, moisturized and sealed it, wrapped my hair up, and I took my punk ass to bed. Then I woke up the next morning and I did it all over again. I did not consume myself with my hair. I didn't sit there and say, okay, let me get a ruler and actually measure out how. The very next one, I kind of led up into it already, and that's consistency. Ladies, I have so many of you actually telling me, well, Shalonda, I was on a hair journey for about 2 months, and then I stopped, and then I started about a month later, and then I stopped again, and so here I am. You have to be consistent. You won't find success in anything, not just hair, skin, relationships, career, personal life. You're not gonna find any success in anything by not being consistent. Like you just have to. You just have to. Hair is no different. You have to decide what your hair thrives to. If you must wash your hair and deep condition your hair on a weekly basis, which I recommend, then you have to be consistent to doing that. However, if you're like some people here on YouTube that find that their hair thrives most when they only wash it once a month, and they only co-wash weekly or co-wash bi-weekly. Whatever your regimen looks like, that's your regimen. The most important thing about that regimen is to be consistent in doing that regimen. Do it and walk away. I really hope that this video helped. I really hope that it answers some of you guys' questions. If you have more, by all means, please let me know. You guys know all the different ways to get to me. You can get to me through Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, private message. It doesn't matter. All my information is in the description box. And like always, guys, I love you so much for watching. Happy Hair Journey 2013, and I will see you guys in the very next video. Love, guys. Bye.